Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Emauri, and today I'm going to be giving you tips on how to not break your skateboard. So it seems like as long as I've been skating, the better I get and the more experience I get, you tend to break boards a little faster. Beginning years, your boards last a little longer. Intermediate, maybe they last less longer than that. But then finally, once you're really good and you're skating all these massive stairs and gaps, your boards are going to constantly break. So you have to keep breaking skateboards and you have to keep spending money because you keep breaking them. So how do you make them last longer? I'm going to help you with that today. So tip number one would be, as obvious as it may sound, break your board in. Give your board time to adjust to the impact that it's going to be experiencing later on. I've seen people get fresh boards, like this, very sturdy, brittle, fresh boards right out of the shop, and just go throw it down the largest set of stairs they can find. Problem with that is, when it's like that, it's very more likely to just completely snap on you. And I'll show you guys a clip of that right now. So as you can see, that was a brand new board. That was my first day taking it to the skate park. And honestly, I don't know what the problem was. I actually landed a little on the tail, but I don't know how it broke. But it's kind of like that. It's throwing it downstairs or a large gap and not letting it adjust to you. So that would also help. Like, just letting it wear in would help a lot in making the board's life last longer. Step 2, use risers. What I have here are basic 1/8, I don't know if it's focusing, but basic 1/8 crooked risers. And I've been skating those, honestly. I really haven't needed another pair. You really only need another pair once they start to really squish and wear down. As you can see in some parts here, how they're getting kind of squished up. But for the most part, they actually help your board last a lot longer and give you a little extra pop. It takes some getting used to, but I also had it on this board. If you can see this crack right there, I had them on this board and still continued to skate it as it was broken. So risers do actually help a lot, and I suggest using those. If it's not your thing, then whatever, but it does help. Tip number 3, the tip that everyone should know, and I think everyone does, but not everyone follows it: land bolts. I have a clip right here where I was skating a stair set and I landed wrong and broke the board. Some people don't take landing bolts seriously, but I mean, a lot of people who are much better at skating actually do. I mean, landing on these, it's not going to prevent every break, but when you do land on those, it puts the pressure directly on the trucks instead of wearing it on the sides of the boards or in the middle or wherever you decide to land on it. But landing bolts is actually very crucial in making the board last. Fourth and final tip is to try not to get too mad at boards. I know we all get mad sometimes and we really just want to go at our board, but I mean, in the aftermath of that, you realize that you're still gonna have to spend more money on the board unless you have amazing sponsors and you get a bunch of boards. But these right here are the most recent boards that have broken, and as you can see, they all break in the same area. There's that area by the tail that each of these boards is broken in. And the problem with that I had to change up was I was landing wrong. Landing with your foot back here isn't landing bolts. Landing bolts is here. And when you put more pressure on that tail area, it's going to cause this area right above the bottom trucks to rise and then result in it cracking from the tail. So that's how that happens a lot. I'll put my Snapchat right there. Have any questions about whatever, just want to see what's up with my life, which you probably don't. It's right there. Instagram over here. Follow me if you'd like to there. And that's all. After all that, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope this helped you somewhat help your board experience last longer. I was constantly going through boards like every week or so, just breaking them, and it was getting really aggravating and frustrating because I had to keep paying for new boards. And this one right here was probably one of my favorite boards lately that I've ridden, and it's a Blues Hell board. My local skate shop. I'm pretty sure you guys know John Hill. He's from there. Used to see him all the time at the skate park, and he used to ride for Blue Tile, and the Blue Tile shirt. I mean, they're great boards, but I mean, overall, just use these tips and try to make your boards last a little longer. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.